Yes. Good deal. Thank you. We're live.
We're good? All right. Colin said you tweeted it out, John?
Yes, sir.
John Rich is back after quitting.
Yep. Soft quit.
Soft quit, yeah. But he's still part of the world. So good morning from the worst place on earth, New York City. It took me 90 hours to get here. I'm here. John Rich is here again. And I don't think somebody said you were on the show. You called him once? I don't remember that.
I was. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I've been on once when the whole K Marco thing happened.
Oh, yeah. You're one of his boys, right?
Formerly.
Wait,
We don't currently have a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So walk me through this because, I don't know you at all. I don't know you at all. You can't. I appreciate you coming on the show.
The first time we talked was
I think it was in a couple weeks ago. Yeah. When you're going like a bunny
rabbit.
rabbit.
You said that is not true.
That is definitely.
That's not
if
true.
you're gonna start,
People were walking up to me.
You walked up to me and you said, "How'd I do?"
No,
you definitely.
Come
If we're gonna lie, if we're
Come
gonna,
on.
you did do that, but you did a good job.
I would say, but tell me how good I was.
Exactly, you did a good job. And then I hear from John Rich, who came in, tried out. Withdrew. Hold on. Withdrew because, a variety of reasons. Maddie. How's Maddie doing? She good?
She's doing great.
Good. You went ring shopping?
We did.
How'd it go?
Good. Oh, well.
Did you actually get a ring or no?
Not going to declare that yet.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you supposed to say that?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Well,
isn't it?
we've been pretty open about it. But we did the ring shopping.
When your mind, when would you get married? Ideally.
Next year at earliest.
And you said here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Wow. Not Ohio.
So
no, probably not.
Okay. Well, anyway. So
I think it's adorable.
So John says he can't do the show anymore. He appreciates it. He's been great. Minute fans love John. He's a great guy. Goes on one of these wrap-up shows. There's a bunch of fans have. I'm sure you have your podcast. I'm sure there's many of those. And and they went and John was nice enough to go on there. And John mentioned that a bunch of people, as you wrote in this blog post,
yes,
basically said to him, hey, it's good you got away from this asshole, da-da-da, lucky. John was critical of that, not of me, but of them, which I appreciated. John, of course, privately first told me that Nate was one of the people who did this, and then went on the show and said Nate was one of the people. And when I heard that, Nate, I have to say, just an asshole move. I mean, you can own it and just say you're an asshole, but there's no, I would never, if somebody went up to me and said, hey, I'm going to go work for Nate's podcast, I would say, okay, great. I don't know. You do the one with Smitty, right?
We don't do it anymore.
You don't do it anymore.
Since
right.
Dave bought back in, I have to work harder now.
Sure.
My actual job.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're in charge of the blogs?
Yes.
Yeah. So if somebody went up to me and said that about Nate, I'd be like, I don't know the guy. I've spoken to him once for 8 seconds. I don't know. Good luck. He seems like a good guy. My interactions with him, go for it. Seems like a great opportunity to work at Barstool, especially if you're eager about it. Instead, well, John, first tell me the correspondence. Hold on, Nate. Hold on.
May I?
You may not. Shut up for a second. John, go ahead.
Here's
Then you have all the time you want.
The correspondence is basically I was telling people in the office that I'm going to have to withdraw, or that I think it was right after I just.
Totally
I think you
fine.
did. Yes.
Yeah.
Totally fine. First, before you go any further, though, can you just make it clear for the record how kind and classy I was during the entire process?
Extremely kind. Extremely.
It's a fact.
Classy,
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Extremely classy.
It's a fact.
I was very scared.
This guy's terrified of me still for no reason.
Less and less so every day. But
Wait,
we'll work on that.
When I had to go to you and quit, I was very.
But what I said, I totally understand.
And you were
totally understand. I'm this is rap that idiots like this, but these idiots who gossip around here in the office.
Okay.
This thing where Kirk's a monster, Kirk's an asshole, and this guy who I don't know at all is acting like a complete fucking prick.
Kirk, may I?
Getting in the way. Go ahead, Nate. Go ahead.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying right now. I don't know if you thought I was going to fight you on this. You're right about everything you just said.
Why do it? I don't know you. I wouldn't do that to you.
So that's the nuance to it. And I'm not saying that you're wrong.
How nuance could a conversation between you two be?
I mean, where it was well, you have a good thing going on here.
Is that what he said?
It would be one of those.
Part of it. We talked for a while.
You guys don't like each other.
So
right?
that's.
No, we go back and forth.
Yeah, but I have zero legit enemies in this office.
Okay, well, so I don't like stuff like that because then I'll just tell you how I take it, Nate, and then you go for 5 minutes if you want. When I take that, it's like, hey, I care about my show.
Yeah,
I try to, I know I bitch and moan, whatever, I rant, whatever, but I care about my show, and when somebody who I think has an opportunity to help my show, withdraws, fine, but then somebody else is then sort of poisoning it in this office. And it's like, well, what if he wants to do it again in 6 months? What if he changes his mind? What if somebody else comes in? What are they saying about me when I'm not around about this or trying to do this? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? If somebody I don't know is doing it,
I think
what's
that's
the
all
fucking
fair.
point?
I think that's all fair. he had just withdrawn, and people he was talking about in the office, people were talking about in the office.
Well, we'll get the other names before we leave this room. We will get every name before we leave. And I'll lock this room up and kill you both before.
It was more like you have a good thing here. His girlfriend, future fiance, had just moved here. He has 1,000 pets, and it's like maybe it would just be a lot to move up there. Kirk's hard to work for.
Well, how do you know that?
How
do you know that?
From what my perception.
But you have no idea. To be clear,
wait. Would you say you're?
To be clear, no, actually, I wouldn't, honestly.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
So my perception,
but to
which
be clear,
could be wrong, my
with
perception was...
With no proof. Like, have you ever spoken to Steve Robinson about producing for me? I'm just asking.
Of course not. You know
okay,
that.
Dave Colony, have you ever had a conversation? So how the fuck would you know that?
Saying
so you don't know, though.
Kirk.
Nate, so you're saying you don't know. Just say you don't know. Just say you're wrong.
Is that what my perception means? My perception is
correct, but it's not an informed perception.
Of course.
Right, it's clips on whatever.
Twitter or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, so if I watch clips on Barstool on Twitter, I think the fucking dinosaurs walk around and the girls always lick each other's pussies, right?
Do we get your take on them leaving?
Do I have a take on the Mean Girls leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can do that briefly if you like. I don't... First of all, I really like Alex. We
From the Rough and Rowdy.
Yeah, I like that she could,
she dove in.
I would say taking a punch, but you know what I mean. Like she got the joke. Like I thought she got the joke, but at some point she stopped getting the joke.
Something happened.
And Jordan, I don't know. I think she's a 0. I wish them. I have not. So they were supposed to be here today.
Yeah, I think we're using their time slot.
Yeah, no, they're supposed to be on this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I texted with Alex or messaged her at the beginning of the week.
I thought you were joking.
No. She said to me.
No,
she said to me. She's like, I'm going to be in studio. I'm going to be here today. Yesterday meeting Tuesday and today meeting Wednesday. And I said, great, because I said, I'd like you guys to come on and just talk about everything. And she's like, great, let me know. And then thing happened yesterday, and I messaged her. I said, I guess
that's canceled.
But I also said, obviously, I'd love for you to come in and still do it. And I haven't heard. I got ghosted like Kevin did.
That's brutal.
I'm like Kevin, though. I knew it was going to happen. Like I wasn't living the dream world like he was. But anyway, but I like Alex and whatever they want to do. So anyway, go ahead. So right. So go ahead.
No, I don't know if you thought I was going to be combative about it.
No, I had no idea.
When I saw how invested John Rick, like I didn't realize at the time how invested he was into the show, and now I even feel stronger that he should do it because he loves the show, and it seems like it's like a great fit with you and him and the Min fans and all that. And
are we good here, guys? Is everything good? Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
It's like 8 people just walked in.
We're low. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. I can't do it. I don't know what the hell's going on. How have my interactions been with you in your career here at Barstool?
Fine. Great.
Never an asshole, right?
No.
Others can be, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm not one of them, right?
No.
Correct. Go ahead, Nate. So that's somebody you could have spoken to. Don't know his name.
I was gonna say, what's his name?
No idea. I've never met him before, but that's my point. So it seems to me that you're falling on the sword here.
I don't think there's even a sword fall.
Well, there is. We just walked through it. What are you talking about?
I'm saying
Who's the other name? Give me another name,
I was
John.
incorrect to make assumptions, and I thought that maybe I was like, hey, John, he was moping around like you were. It's like, hey, maybe it's a good like.
I'm not moping around.
No, not you. Him.
I thought you said like I was. Yeah.
No.
Were you moping around?
No,
I don't think I was.
You have like a
moping
default.
around.
No, but it's more like
I was kind of upset.
You were.
You have a default. You have a default.
Isn't that
mopey, you have a mopey default face, I think, in some form or fashion.
That's not entirely untrue. I was probably being.
So it's like, hey, you have a good thing here. Like it would be a lot to move up there. And I didn't really think anything of like it was like I thought it was a basic baseline conversation. I should not have insinuated anything about you because you're right. I don't know you on any professional level whatsoever.
At all. I think I've always said like I went on my show and said you did a great job at the race.
And that's it. Like I was wrong to say it. And
okay, so you're falling on the sword.
Is that what that is?
It seems like to me, no?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
okay,
which is fine. Which is fine. You want to avoid
Eric Nathan, falling on the sword.
You want to avoid the conflict. Okay, well that's fine. Who are the other people?
I will say Pat agreed. Pat, your friend Pat, thought that you would make my life hell.
That cocksucker?
Yeah.
Well, he said it about he said it about me?
Yeah.
Everyone.
I think he'd tell you that too.
I'm sure he would,
Yeah.
but based on what?
I don't know. Again, it's the perception that everyone has.
Well, you
Kirk.
said you made it. You wrote reading it. It seemed like there were a lot of people. Like people were just like flying up to you and saying this.
They were in the conversation. It wasn't a lot of people, but
80%.
I wish I would have taken out.
You said
I was guessing, but definitely the general vibe of the office was like, John, what the fuck are you doing?
It was like 10 people left in the office. That's 8 people or 20 or 60. Like
I'm just saying, aside from them two, like the general vibe in the office was like why the fuck are you doing that? Like that sounds like it's going to be brutal.
What
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
Understand.
Just they just saw you lost a couple of producers. You guys have a reputation
Like 2
for
producers
whatever
in
reason.
5. This is my 5th year at the company.
That's like a
I've
third.
one-
It's like
I've
a
had one-
third of Riggs.
One producer.
Yeah, I was saying,
No shit.
You and him are in a.
I've had one producer
battle.
for 2 years. He left. I have another producer for 2 years. It's not like, look, if it was like 8 producers, I'd say, okay, obviously there's some issue going on here.
I think
But like
you
I
just scare people, Kirk.
I don't think that but I don't understand why that is.
I think you have a scary perception,
Why? Sure, I guess I don't know, but
Yeah.
I it would never.
but that's not shocking to hear.
no,
Like,
I hear it all the time. And I
Yeah.
don't understand it because I'm like here. I'll be friendly. I'll say hi to anybody. If anybody wants to do something, I always say if somebody wants me to go on their podcast, we go do whatever. Go do Surviving Barstool. Go do the golf. I'm always happy to do it.
Yeah, you've done the rundown plenty. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
if
you've
you ask me
always
to do it,
been-
I do it.
you've been-
If they wanted me to do whatever, I would do it.
Is there anybody you wouldn't do anything with here?
No.
You would say yes to every person.
Well, I mean, if I would say if I think the content would be shitty, I
Yeah,
probably wouldn't
that's
do
true.
it.
You
But-
wouldn't go on cracking aces.
No,
Yeah.
no, nobody would do that. But like, if like K Marker reached out and said, "Hey, I want to do a podcast with you to talk about what happened," do it 2 seconds.
Oh, obviously.
Well, okay, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't.
No, I didn't know if you had any current enemies here.
They've been kind of wiped out. I don't. The girl
Tico?
from macrodosing hates me, but I don't
Mad
care
Dog.
about her. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. Who
What
cares?
happened? That was Dozen.
Yeah, I played her in the dozen. I beat her.
Yeah.
I was a jerk during it, but that's again. And afterwards, I said she played well. I said, "Oh, you played really well." And she said, "Oh, you mean for a girl?" And she walked away. I was like, "All right, I'm not participating in this conversation. Whatever."
Do you live in that gray area? Or do you like living in that gray area where it's like I was a jerk to her, but that was on the dozen, but that's not real life. But
No, I don't. I don't particularly care for her that much, but I don't like. But if we were sitting down having lunch and she came over, I would talk to her. Like, it doesn't. That
You're
stuff doesn't
very
bother
good at separating. I'm a real person from this is work. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think I'm saying the opposite, which is it
What do you mean?
bleeds over, but it doesn't really bother me.
Nothing affects you.
No, I could no. I mean, but not really. Like, I don't know what. No.
What
not
was the
really.
last controversy or something that like at night you were like, ooh, I wish I wasn't involved in this one?
I don't know. The thing about podcasting versus like being on the radio forever
Yeah.
is if I said by mistake, if I said on the radio that somebody was retarded, like I would be out of my job before the segment was over. Here, you're on a podcast, so there's nobody really cares what you say.
Not at all.
You know what I
It's
mean?
great.
Like there's not like look, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't anyway.
That's why Dave.
There's 1 or 2 words we know that you're not going to use, right?
We know.
Yeah, that's fine.
the mince word.
The midst word, and that's a really big reason why John wanted to use it on the podcast. It's one of the reasons why we withdrew that and Maddie.
Well, that's what I thought you guys
He
were all
said-
about. That's what I thought you were all about.
He
And
did
I learned I was
alphabetize. He
wrong.
said
Another
said,
misperception.
Yeah.
See.
He alphabetized. He said there's an M word and an N word. The M word is Maddie, and I want to use the M word. And I
Yeah.
said, John, we'll have a conversation about
But
it.
that's
I
why
know you were from Southern Ohio.
No, Northwest.
Oh, well, there you go. I don't know.
it's why Dave got away from blogging for so long. It's like you can't say
That's what he always,
anything.
yeah, right. That's what he
and
always
then,
says. Yeah, he says the written word is worse than the.
Oh, that's another. I
Which
did
I don't know if
say
that's true or not.
in that conversation because you said you wanted to stay a part of the world. I was like, we could use more Kirk on the blog. Like
It's amazing.
That
It's a
world.
180 like you've never seen before. Like so did you mischaracterize the
Well,
level
I
of vitriol
I don't
in the
think so.
blog post?
I think I sold out Nate because
Yeah.
he was an easy person to sell out
Sure.
because we had that
This
conversation.
is the second time
I
you've
was
done that in a
yeah, I
month
know.
too.
Yeah, I've been selling Nate out.
Yeah.
But
you need to get me a gift basket.
No, I would say it was almost just like over the course of that couple weeks, I felt like I was doing something that everybody thought was really dumb.
I don't
And
know.
that was kind of annoying me. Like I just
I
felt like
think-
the
I
vibe
think
around
there's-
that was
I think
annoying.
there's this
I wish
perception-
I knew your emotion level towards having to withdraw from it. I didn't realize like just how like I mean you seem like pretty upset still like that you just
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like
life goes
crying.
on.
No, yeah, like life goes on, but you know, it was kind of a bummer of a
Yeah.
day.
yeah.
We'll get Pat in here. I want to hear his
All right, let's
stupid
get Pat
take
in
on it.
here.
Because I don't understand it. I don't know. I'll do a read. Go get if you can, John. Take your
Anything else we should chop up about?
Whatever you want, Nate. 1 second.
Yeah.
Problem is you did the thing where you fall on the sword, and then it's like, well, then it's like kicking a dead
Well,
fish.
if
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I get it's a good play.
I don't think it's a play. If I had a strong conviction about it, I would have it. But it's like I don't.
But you're one of these guys who's like, oh, I'm not here to like I don't want to fight, but then you stir
Me?
shit up. Yeah. You stir shit up. And
I
you're like,
think
oh,
I've been in more fights than 95% of the.
yeah, but you're like, oh, I want to avoid the. You're always doing that, and then the
don't think
rubber hits
so.
the road. It's kind of like, well, were there any jokes that you didn't tell that you wish you had told? That you had written
When?
that you edited at the 20th anniversary?
Are you asking if I had a joke about you? Because I didn't.
No. I just mean in general. I think somebody said they did, and it got it got spiked, which I didn't understand.
I didn't run my jokes by anybody.
Yeah.
Francis was, he's been fired from this job before. He was a little more, can I or can I not?
He told me that. Yeah.
I was like, if I'm doing this, I'm going 100% in.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Miltons.com. Go to Miltons at 3 great locations. South Shore Plaza, Braintree. Where are you from, Pat?
Franklin.
Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, or the Burlington Mall, their newest location. Get all your great clothes. Big summer warehouse sale is going on as we speak. Miltons.com, the original sponsor. Not just Kirk Minahan, Dave Portnoy as well. So please run to our great friends at Miltons. If you would. He told me that you're one of the guys who fucking sold me out.
I didn't sell you out.
You told me that Kirk would make my life hell if I would have taken the job.
What
I
the
said
fuck? What
you
the
are-
fuck
I
are you fucking doing? What the fuck? We're
said-
friends.
I said Kirk.
I saw
we
your
are
brother-in-law the other night.
I know. He said at a Chipotle.
Yeah, and I was
And
like,
this is how much I love Kirk. Kirk, he says his response was, "Did you get tickets to Pat's live show?"
Yes, well, exactly. See,
No, I said you have a lot of turnover, which you do.
2 producers in 4 years.
Has it been 2 in 4 years?
Cullinane, Steve.
But then what are the other guys? Like, what is Blind Mike?
He's on the show.
But like, there has to have been more.
This is what I mean.
turnover
This
than
is
2 years,
see,
right?
Am I correct?
It's why I apologize.
You're ill-informed, just like he is.
There's only been 2 producers in.
Pat, what do you want me
4
to say?
years.
Yes.
Have there been other like characters who have been in and out?
Well, I don't know. What are you what's he talking about?
Like
I mean, the
like
Barstool
third mic,
people.
like fourth.
we have a
mic, and then-
rotating third person on the show all the time.
and
Clemmer was one
that's
of them.
intentional. It doesn't end in a fiery like blow.
Well, sometimes it does, but that's like the show. But like
All right.
Clemmer was one of them.
All right.
They come, they go, they come around. They're in once a week. They're
Look
out
at
twice a
Clemmer
week.
now.
That's what I'm saying. So you were also ill-informed.
I think that I selfishly want John here.
Well, that's different. That's a different conversation. I love John too. I wish he was doing part of the show. He's got He's got the 11-month whatever at the fucking apartment, so he can't do it. But point is, you gave John advice based on completely wrong information.
Yeah, I guess
Which,
I
by
did.
the way, if somebody ever said to me,
guess I
I don't even know him. You, I know.
Yeah.
If somebody said to me, "Hey, I have a chance to work with Joey and Pat. What do you think?" I would say, "What do you think?" I would. All kidding aside, what would I say?
You would probably,
No,
you would probably say gay.
Yeah. No, I
you
would.
would say go for it.
Go.
They're good
I love
guys.
those
Yeah.
guys. Go
No, yeah.
for it.
Look, you're tough, Kirk. You're tough to argue with.
You stabbed me in the back.
I didn't stab you in the back.
You did.
I was protecting. It's a tough rope
Protecting
to
it from what?
walk. From
Protecting-
you.
But why?
This rage, this
From
attitude.
what? From what?
From you.
If
I
I
used to make
if
sure-
I said a crossword to you,
No.
no. Speak
So,
up.
have you
Speak up.
said-
Pat.
I
Yeah, that's a
thought you were asking
crossword.
me if you did a crossword puzzle or something. I was confused.
God damn it.
That's fine.
I mean-
John, no problem. It's okay, buddy. You're doing great. You're doing great.
He's gonna uproot his
doing
life to
great.
come to Boston. He just moved
You
here.
make it sound like he's moving to like Little House on the Prairie town, like
Would that-
1820.
Would there be like a contract for him? Would there be a pay raise? Would it just be like
Absolutely.
you're coming here
Well,
and
so
it's
the-
like
no, so
it
he's
is what it is?
So his existing Barstool contract, I presume.
Correct.
When does that end?
2 years?
2 years. I can't imagine the lengths of that negotiation. Was it you, Eric, and Dave? Just,
One.
they shut down the place for
One
the weekend. I
email
would
from
think.
Dave in all lowercase letters.
Okay, that's about my contract. too,
I
honestly.
said okay.
Me too. Yeah.
So if John said, "Hey, look, I'm moving from New York to Boston, pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I want to get X% raise." I think it's a tough time in company history to have a conversation, maybe.
Yeah.
But it also comes out of my end. So I would talk to Dave and Erica and try and accommodate him the best I can. And by the way, also when you're moving from New York to Boston, things are a little cheaper in Boston, not a lot.
Yeah.
But cost of living is less, wouldn't
I
you
mean,
say?
I don't want him near Methadone Mile.
Meth
He's
Mile,
gonna-
Massacast?
I mean,
Yeah,
he's going
yeah,
to
he could
stay
do
away.
that.
I mean, we
That's
have to
true.
protect him.
That's
from-
true.
God forbid he's in Revere. God forbid he's
Right.
in Lynn.
I
mean, we gotta
understand.
protect him from himself.
We're in Watertown, the studio, which is no great shakes either. But
right by Perkins School of the Blind.
that is true. That is true. So, but he chose to stay here, which is perfectly fine. Like that doesn't bother me because I like John and I don't know him very well. You, I know, and when I hear guys like you, I don't care if it's him. Who cares about him or these other stupid, these idiot girls? Or I don't care about that. But you're somebody who's been an ally.
I don't
and I've been an
think-
ally to your community.
That's true. That's true. There has been no bigger ally than Kirk Minahan. I don't think you were going to go no matter what people said. I think you've been leading.
Irrelevant. You see, you're trying to move. You're trying to steer. You've lost your arguments. You're trying to move it.
I mean, I do. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I addressed
think
it in
you
the
got-
blog. That's what I said in the blog, that I always knew it was
Long
really
shot.
a long
You
shot.
said
And I
from the
probably
start,
was
though,
kind of
with Dave
I was
letting
probably
him
kind of
go.
lying to
Yes.
myself that
Yeah.
it was somehow going to work out, but I wanted to.
Would Dave let John Rich go?
I mean, he does the he does the rundown. And
He
he's
doesn't even
like
know
a
he is,
glue guy. He's a
probably.
glue guy. He does the rundown. He blogs a lot.
I would have been open to have the conversation of maybe even doing some of that he needed to help from Watertown.
The more I
Could've
sit
done
here,
that.
the more I'm wondering why you It's 2.5 hours away.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down. He's gonna admit he just doesn't like me at the end. He's gonna sell
I'm
me
wondering.
Is that what it
out.
is?
It's not like that big of a move. It's New York to Boston.
Well,
No,
he has 11 months on his
that's
lease,
a big
though.
That's a big move. When you just moved from Ohio to New York, you finally got all set
That's
up.
what I thought at
Boston's another
first,
like
and
four,
now I'm flipping.
Boston's
That's
another 4 hours away from Ohio, which when we got 4 animals, we always got to drive.
I get it.
home.
I get it. I'm the only one here who gets it.
all
I know you do.
I'm the only one here who gets it.
I'm trying to explain.
No,
to them. They're
these are all
idiots.
things I said to you, and now I'm flipping. I'm like, wait, maybe it is a great career move, and you should go, and this is a match made in heaven.
Trust me, I think about this a lot.
So
I don't
why
know.
did
I know.
you even say no? Just because of the advice you got?
Yeah, Barstool
Yeah,
Nate got
mostly
you to say
because
that.
Who
of you
else?
and
Give me another name. I need a rule of 3. Give me another name.
I don't think Hub's ever said anything bad, but he was
I
definitely.
don't know who that is. So who else?
K. Marco.
K. Marco, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You spoke to him in this fucking.
I don't know if
tin
I
phone
don't think
somewhere.
anybody else directly
You said
said
80%.
anything.
80%?
That was my guess.
80% of what?
There's
There's 2 people here.
I bet if you put
some guy named Hubs.
No,
Is that a real person?
Is there a person?
Who is that?
He's a guy.
Another editor.
He's Nate's
Was he the Yankee guy?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Oh, I know him. I know him. He's
First
a
off,
nice guy.
that 80%. I was
Eric, right?
Eric.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, 80% was saying. I bet if you put a gun to the head of 80%.
That's not what you wrote.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? You put a gun to the head of 80%? That's what you wrote?
No, not in those words. I didn't say-
What are you
I said-
talking
I said
about?
I guessed. I said I guessed. That was
I
an
think it's like us three
approximation,
versus
Kirk.
you now. This is
That was an
great.
approximation.
Okay.
I was so. Well,
Do you know what 80%?
80%? Myself.
Okay.
I think if you.
Do you know what 80% is?
Yes.
Okay,
8
what out of 10?
8 out of 10.
Okay, I'm just-
16 out of
Okay, I'm
20.
just good. You're doing. I think you're doing great. Go ahead.
Anyway, I think.
Go ahead.
I think.
Well, I don't know if you're saying 8%. Did 3 people
I don't think he knows.
of an office of how many people
No.
in New York now? I know there's not a lot of people left, but there's like what 30 people,
If you
40.
got 20 people in here.
Well, if I
and
wasn't
made 'em
if
all-
I wasn't around.
Yeah, behind your
No,
back.
I think even maybe to your face, maybe. If you got 20 people in here,
Look at these two.
they
Yeah,
gave him some truth serum. Said, do you think Kirk would be a really hard person to work for?
I
bet
think that's
80%
two different.
of
I think that's
people-
two different
But
questions.
that's basically what I was saying.
I think it will be an environment that you're not used to.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
you kind of come in and you can hang out at your desk and you're kind of there's no.
Oh, it would have been a
hiding.
shock to the system.
Oh, there's no
For
social.
sure.
There is no socialization like that. You understand that? Like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna talk. Right? Yeah. That, yeah right.
Outside the show, there's no socialization.
No, I walk
That's
in.
The dream.
You were
Yeah,
there.
no,
I
I've done it.
walk
Yeah,
in
you
with a
walk
show.
in, you start.
I leave.
So we
I don't
did
talk.
today.
I'm not talking to him.
That's ideal.
But he's make friends. Hang out with me. I'm 50 years old.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
What,
go-
hang out? Do
You
what?
could. You
We'll go
could go to-
golfing.
I don't know.
What does Gaz think? Did you talk to Gaz or Dave about this?
I haven't talked to any of them. Big Cap said a lot of very nice things about you.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Well,
a lot of
he's-
them. incredibly
He
nice
knows.
things
Yeah,
about
he
you.
knows. He knows it'll come
Yeah.
back. Yeah, he understands.
He's
But-
Minifan number 1.
Well, no, that's not. At the company,
Yeah. Oh, Riggs.
Jeff Riggs.
Yeah.
Dan for sure. Yeah.
I'm up there. I'm a mini fan.
You're not on
I
Riggs
think
level.
I'm not on
You
Riggs.
sold
I'm
him
up
out.
there. No, I'm trying. I could have helped you. This could have been. You may have dodged a bullet with John Rich. Now you can find someone who's a little
Yeah, your
closer.
sister
to home.
didn't dodge a bullet with that drip at Chipotle. I'll say that. Jesus Christ. Leave me alone. Oh, great. Are you Pat's brother? Who gives a shit? Wow. Did anybody else help come in? Oh, I'm John's fucking. I'm Ted's brother-in-law. Who cares? Jesus.
When you said that,
You hate that guy, right?
No, he's great. He's great.
Really? I don't know. I saw some. He seemed like he had some issues. But
What kind of issue? Like rage issues?
yeah. He seemed angry. He was holding that bag.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, no,
I
he
mean,
seemed fine. He seemed
I
like a
will
nice
just
guy.
say,
When is the show?
My show.
Yeah.
Is
October,
I got
right?
tickets with your name on it. It's on October 10th. We're sold out.
Oh boy.
Sold out Chicago today.
Wow.
Nice.
Philly's almost sold out.
Nice.
Where else? Tampa, Jersey. We're getting like dicked around by this guy in Jersey.
What do you mean?
Sketchy comedy club owner.
Oh, is that so? You're doing like comedy clubs?
Yeah.
So how many seats are we talking?
350 about.
On each place?
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean,
That's
it's
excellent.
not, the Wilbur, but.
Well, stop. But yeah, I haven't gone outside of New England yet, so I have no idea. I've started to think about it, like
You
going
should.
to travel. I'm not a big travel guy, and I don't know is it worth it to do a show with 400 people. I don't know. I mean, for you it is when you're starting it. Definitely, like it makes sense.
Yeah. A little,
So what are you
nice
guys gonna
little
do?
bonus. Huh?
What are you guys gonna do? A little.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on a little choreographed number to open the show.
Oh, I did that. Yeah,
You did?
I
You
did
did
dancing.
not
We had
cough.
dancing in my show. We did.
Oh, you did the TikTok dance in your show.
We had,
What was
well, we had girls and boy from this little dance studio in Falmouth came out and danced with me and Mutt on stage. So yeah,
Lord.
yeah, we had a lot going on.
All right.
But that's good. So where's it in Boston?
Laugh Boston.
Not Boston, but it's sold out, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Can you add a show?
We could, but Joey doesn't want to.
Oh.
Why not?
Uh-oh.
Lazy.
Yeah, I understand.
Which I get. It's like you do one, you don't want to do another.
Yeah, we did 2 at the Wilbur that first time, and the second show I enjoyed, but it was like,
They sold out.
yeah, but you're repeating. Actually, the second show was actually better, but you find yourself when you're repeating some of the same things, you're like,
Because nothing's
feel
ever funnier
flat
the second
during
time.
it.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
You did an early show and a late show, or 2 separate nights?
same night.
Yeah.
God Lord.
Well, the problem with 2 nights there is if you do it twice at these places like this, you just pay the venue once.
Right.
So if you do it back-to-back nights, you're paying, I think the web was like 14, 15 grand.
So you had to pay them
The
14
venue.
or 15 grand?
12 grand for the venue, I think.
What the?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
That's
Yeah.
why I was surprised when I asked you how much you have to pay, and you're like, no, like they just give it to you.
Well, Comedy Club, yeah, right. You don't have to.
It's
Yeah,
just- it's
they
a
take a
split.
slice of the
Yeah, I was surprised.
slice
Split
of the
door.
tickets,
Yeah.
and they just sell a shitload of booze and they don't
Oh
care.
my God, the booze is.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
wish we could have the booze money. Whatever.
I got that at my last show in Plymouth.
You
We
got the
did.
What are you,
Yeah.
billionaire from one show?
Yeah, I wish. We did a show in Plymouth. It was like 1,600 people, I think. But it was a town place, so we had to. Colin fucked it up, but he did a great job. My producer's great, but
That was good.
they said they sold a record for, but we did 60 grand in fucking alcohol sales.
And you got to
He
keep
walked
the
out with a bag of cash after. He's like,
Jesus.
yeah, well, I mean, but they get a slice in the town, it's all that stuff. So, but anyway,
Why don't you just do live shows every weekend?
I don't think I'm gonna sell 2,000 people, Nate, every week.
Oh
in
no,
the
no,
bar.
but doing the 400.
I don't. But I don't know. So I don't know. I said this on my show the other day. I don't know what the Kirk Minion show appetite is in like Boise, Idaho. I have no idea.
But you
I
could
bet it's
hit
bigger than
Philly,
you think.
New York.
Yeah, but you never know. Yeah. I should have done one in Arizona last year during the Super Bowl. But there's so many other shit going on. So
Anywhere northeast, you'll sell out.
Yeah, but
easily.
that's.
Once you go to like Philly, you can probably
Yeah.
sell out.
Yeah, how is
Philly.
like
You're
your
in Philly
southern and
scumbags.
west coast fan base?
I don't really know. I don't really check. My producers should be
that's a
checking,
good
but I give them
producer
credit.
job.
But I also give them credit they don't check because I like when they have a life too, and I want them to live their life and enjoy life. You only live once.
Work-life balance.
Yeah, you go around this thing just one time.
That's why I wanted to work for you.
It's like Erica's videos every morning. She's like, "Oh, this person emailed me and said, hey, what's the secret of life?" And it's like, just have a balance, have fun.
You're
Plus
a big,
500
You a big
on that.
one-on-one fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Appreciate that.
2-on-2 even if you have 2 people giving advice, it's even better. I think.
Beautiful.
I'm a big Gary V guy.
Are you?
No, I'm
Gary?
not. I'm not a Gary V. I hate Gary V.
You should
Thank you.
maybe you throw your hat back in the ring, John, or is it too late?
Yeah,
It's never too late. But John, I respect about John is he made a decision for his lady. I think.
Yes,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Would she be open to moving to Boston?
I think she would be maybe in like a year.
We never got to talk to her.
No, we never did.
Let's call her.
No,
No.
she's busy. She's busy.
Yeah, she is actually working.
But I'm sure she's lovely. And
I
she
know
made
we
a
tried to
decision.
talk to her, we never did.
But then you're here and you got guys like this who know nothing. That's the one thing we've proven to these guys know. One is the audio is not going to be good because everyone's tweeting me. They can't hear a fucking thing, basically. Fine, no problem.
Right now?
Just in general. It's low. I guess it's low, like they were saying earlier. And 2, these guys have no evidence and they come in and they try and put you in a box, which I don't understand. Him, I don't care about. Pat, that one hurt.
Well, I only see what I see.
You know what? I'm going to say this right now. As of right now, I will not be attending that show in October.
You're kidding me.
After that, I don't think I can do it.
What can I do to make it up? To you?
I don't think
Well,
right now
there
I'm on the
has to be
fence.
something.
I'm on the
You
fence
have
right
to-
now.
you
I'm on the
have-
fence
I have-
right now.
So how many tickets do you want?
I was looking forward to the show. I like you guys. Joey helped me out with the air conditioning and
It's true.
what's her face? The girl who's got the husband who dad owns a basketball team. She used to work here.
Alex Bennett.
Alex Bennett. She fought Cupcake, and I was there representing Cupcake, and Joey showed me a trick for the air conditioning.
Of course he did.
He's a great guy.
He's a sweaty man.
Did Joey give you any advice about me or no?
No, Joey said nothing.
He
That's
might
it.
be someone to kind of get in here blind and just give an opinion on whether.
He probably doesn't know who I
should,
am if you will come in, so that would be.
Well,
good.
you
I
walked
bet
in
he
and he goes,
knows
"Oh,
ya.
the man in the red shirt is here." I said, "Do you want to have him on?" He goes, "No, he talks too much."
I would go on with you
Sure.
guys.
I would
This
love
is-
to have
This
you
is
on
what I
the
mean.
show.
I talk too much.
Oh, you'd be great. You were wondering what you were going to talk about on Out and About
This
today.
goddamn queen. Wait. What
Shut him up.
What the fuck?
I think we should. If you want to, I can get Joey in here. It's up to you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
I'm trying to promo myself. A little
one
bit.
of you guys. Who knows? With 2 of
One
you
is
guys,
enough.
it might-
Well,
yeah, it
two's
might-
three's a gang.
That's true. I don't think I'm too old for that. I don't think I participate in that. All right. Who else? Anybody else? John? Anybody else we need to
No,
straighten the record?
just them two. They were in the main conversation with me.
That's it.
80%.
Yes,
That's your blog post?
80%. Read the blog post again.
80% of what?
Read the blog post. I
So
said,
definitely more people told you not to do it.
Yeah, you're covering.
I'm
for-
honest. No, I'm not. I will still. I didn't want to tell you this. No, I think Gia agreed with you, but she doesn't.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, it's Fran's little sister, but
Where-
I think
where'd you
she
make that face
agreed
for?
with you.
Oh, because now he's just going to start listing
No,
people.
I'm
You
just
should
listing the
list
people.
people
who
out.
are
How did she get her
having the
job?
conversation.
Out of
I
curiosity.
knew you were going to
No, I know. I'm always interested in origin stories. How did she manage to land a job at Barstool?
Hard work, degree,
Okay, good for
degree
her.
in podcast.
What did she do?
It's actually not. She actually just moved to
She moved
content.
from production
She
to
was in
content.
production.
She
and
had. I mean,
then-
and I was saying this to Dave the other day on the phone. I was like, if we don't get Gia over the content side,
Yeah.
we're fucked.
You're a company man.
Yeah, we're absolutely porked if we don't get her on the. Is she on the thing with you? I haven't watched it yet.
What thing?
The
The reality show?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Because she was production when that was filmed. She
Oh,
could
okay.
probably do it.
Yeah.
Last night was a
Diego
gross
voted
episode.
out.
That was
Who did?
God, I did.
Oh, you did last night?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I just made alliances with I got power in an alliance, and I just completely destroyed the entire
The
game.
best tweet was like, I don't know if Pat's playing the game well or if he has no idea how to play the game.
I have no idea
You're
how.
just dramatic the entire time.
Yeah, well, I blew up a 5-person alliance because Spider voted for me.
Yeah.
And so I had to get Spider out. So I ended up.
Oh,
blowing
Spider's
up
in it.
and
I haven't
Spider
watched it.
lost.
I gotta watch it.
And then you started yelling at people for not being loyal to the alliance.
I know.
That you blew
that
up.
you blew up.
I was like, it was.
Well,
are
I'm
you-
doing. Yeah, I'm
Kirk,
doing.
you're
this,
doing it for sure,
I'm
right?
doing the surviving Barstool one. But I got a text yesterday from somebody, Rob,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's like, "Hey, just interested if you want to do this." I'm like, "Rob, I said I was gonna do it like a month ago."
They keep pushing it back.
He's like, "Hey, keep it quiet if you can." I'm like, "We fucking talked about it. Portnoy and I talked about it
We're back to that.
in an interview." I'm like, "Why don't we just hype it up? Like, why are we keeping things secret?"
How are they going to do it if they got rid of the whole team who does it? They're just going to hire him back.
I think that's why they pushed it back because I think they're going to hire freelancers.
Yeah, right. Which is whatever. I mean, I'm sure Rob's a good guy, but I'm just like, I'm not gonna. We already
Robert
talked
Card,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a good guy. So
You're going to win.
I don't think I'm gonna win. I have no brain.
You're
for
I would
gonna
say,
be-
are
you're gonna be
you,
like,
no.
Do you want to play the game hard?
Oh, I'm there. Yeah,
and-
if I'm gonna fucking show up to wherever, I'm gonna
Right.
try and win it. I mean, why not? I don't know what Portnoy's gonna put up for prize money, but that doesn't even matter. I'll do it for free. So, but yeah, it'll be fine. Whatever. I think
I think it's
Dave's,
be
Dave's
very
doing
good.
it. I know. Kevin,
I think it's Kevin, John,
Whitney,
Whitney,
Tommy,
maybe?
Whitney,
Kelly Keegs.
maybe.
Oh, Keegs, yes.
Kelly Keegs is in there. She's tough. Kelly Keegs is in there.
How's your relationship with her right now?
Fine. I don't have a.
Yeah. You guys go at it, but I think she's very good at that whole world.
Yeah. I don't agree with anything she says, but yeah,
Which
I
is
mean,
fine,
she's
yeah.
no, I have no problem with that.
You
I
guys are
actually,
like a yin and a yang.
I actually,
I
actually
like your
thought,
dynamic.
I actually thought her blog post of Mean Girls While Good was like,
Too mean?
no,
Oh.
like, that was like fine. It was like tame almost. Like it wasn't really. I don't agree with her when she says, like,
The
I don't.
lifting up other women part.
Yeah, like I don't think we should be promoting dumb. I'm like, why? Who cares? Like people click. If two girls are recording a video and they talk about fucking cum, people are just gonna click on it.
Or
Two
two
guys
guys.
do it. They're
Or
gonna click
two
on it.
guys.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I was talking about your podcast. Yeah, but no, but that's what I mean. Like, or they talk about dying. Like, it's not. Who cares?
We
There's
promote a
some
lot
shit-
of dumb stuff.
Yeah, it's also. But so what? What do we
Yeah,
got?
and
What-
exactly, right,
Everyone's dumb. Look around go walk around.
Exactly.
You're fucking Frank the Tank. You know, he's kind of Or,
Frank's on the ball.
You think Frank's dumb?
no, I'm saying content of him walking around like people, throwing hot dogs at him.
How come? Did you watch Tanks Cooks?
I have to. I'm embarrassed to say I've not yet
Okay.
subscribed or watched.
Get around
it.
to it.
Oh, well, it's inevitable.
Kirk, not even joking. If just watch those videos, they are incredible.
Yeah.
They are very. I don't even.
Do you
know how
mean
to
that, or
explain.
do you not mean like when
100%,
you're telling John not to work?
It
is it
is
the truth or not?
watching-
Because I never know what the
no,
truth
no,
is with him.
watching
or
him-
Pat anymore now.
Kirk, hand to God, they are the best content that we make.
Okay.
That
I
we don't
like
post.
Frank. I
That
got
the
no
best
problem.
content that we make.
Is Tanks Cooks? Yes.
All right.
They are
Like the ones from his house, you're saying?
Yes, they are outrageous.
Those are wild.
They are outrageous.
So you're not Gia, who I mean,
Your
who,
girl.
who even cares? So she did that. It's amazing. I will say though, this amazing somebody like that, and I know her sister probably doesn't like me. Though to be clear,
I don't know if she,
once again, Pat, when the rubber hit the road with her, a year ago, whenever that was, it was moving desks around and crying in the office because two adults decided to have a consensual
That's-
relationship. Who had Rhea's back and Marty Mush's back? Ask them publicly if the company. I know one person, me.
You had their back.
Fucking minute one. Ask
What do you-
Marty. It's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
I said that. I was like, what are we doing here?
I thought.
Like,
it
I
was
get temperatures were high. I understand. This is real life, but like, they're two adults.
the moving desk part is the
Just like there
funniest.
were two adults with Hank. Well, I mean, all right, she wasn't quite adult, but they were two adults when they started dating. Like, so then they broke up. You move on. It happens. I don't want to relitigate, but I had their back, and then Rhea and Fran hate me.
I don't know. I don't think they hate you.
Oh, they hate me. And this girl Gia,
Why,
that's
though?
Francis
They hate
or
you,
Rhea's
they're-
sister.
or they're
I
afraid of
thought you and Fran do dozen all the time and had like a good rapport.
I've never spoken to her. Who is Gia is?
It's Fran's sister, so I'm
Fran's younger
assuming.
sister.
Oh,
She
I was
just
thinking it was
knows
Gia
it
and
from
Rhea.
her.
That'd be weird. Okay.
No.
Well, either way, fine. I've had Fran's back before too in the past. I don't know when.
I think Fran likes you.
Well, wonderful,
I don't think Fran has an issue with you.
fantastic. My life is complete.
I mean,
But by long way of saying, if you're Gia, shut the fuck up and worry about your new job and content, and don't tell John Rich who to work for. What does she know?
that is kind of wild.
What does she know? What did
I'm
she
gonna
say?
She never
should
told.
get-
She never told me not to work for you.
I
It
don't
was
think she
just-
pulled
you-
John.
no,
What did she
no.
say? What did she say?
Hey, I gotta
said-
tell you
I think she
something.
just said I
Well-
don't like him. I think that was. She's like, yeah, I don't.
That's
like that
fine, but
guy."
like, well,
yeah,
but I will say to her, why?
I don't know.
So
Because
then, like, Barbie?
No, it's people here are scared of you. They think
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
mean. They think you're.
The girl who
There's
started
probably-
crying during Barbie, the one who sings the songs. Like, well, I don't know. What's
Well,
this?
they
Caroline
probably
Dance.
think you're being
Yes.
mean to
That was
Barbie.
Caroline,
They
yeah.
probably think you're being unfair to Barbie.
I didn't like it. I'm an old man. I'm not supposed to like Barbie.
How
If I like
dare
Barbie, it'd be pretty fucking creepy. I think.
How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, is there anybody else here that we have to bring in or no?
I don't think so. No, nobody else.
Is Clemmer doing the picks thing now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be done that when we're out of here.
All right, what else going with you guys? I got time to kill.
How about Dave taking credit for discovering Clemmer?
Well, I think he's saying he's making Clemmer interesting, which I understand. It's not true. I discovered Clemmer. I made Clemmer. Clemmer's not interesting. But
What did he do before he met you?
nothing. He wasn't working.
What do you mean?
So he was in
what?
sales.
He was in sales.
He was in sales
What
for a
was he
while.
selling?
He's never Clemmer's career. Clemmer's life as a worker has never been made clear to me.
He's like the richest guy
Dude,
in the world.
thank
Is
you.
Have you heard what he said? He's like, well, if Dave fires me, I'm just going to
He goes, "This is my last job I'll ever have. If he fires me, fine.
It was a great. I'll say this for Dave. I told Dave this. I think when one Clemmer said to him,
I'm a man."
"I don't care if like you could fire me. I'd be upset." You could see Dave like, "Oh shit, I don't have that
Yeah.
bullet in my gun." Like,
Because
I don't
he
know- I
has
don't-
it with every other
Yeah,
person.
basically. I mean, not a lot of people give Dave shit back.
No.
You know,
I was
There's a
shocked
few.
that he did, Clemmer.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
so
we didn't know that he was a man, and this is his last job.
He's
ever.
gonna be
How
80
does
years
he have
old
the
one
money
day.
though? Is it like
His wife does well.
His
No,
wife
no,
does well.
no. He paid out. I think I don't know. His first. My suspicion on Clemmer has always been this. I said this for years when he was on the show. Is he has like an uncle who left him money, or because his dad worked like he like pulled curtains on Broadway or whatever. I think not a lot of money there, but I think there's a rich benefactor somewhere.
There has to be.
That makes any sense. His wife's a nice person, but I don't think she makes like holy shit money.
I think he told me she kind of does. I know she made partner at whatever her.
Oh, she's a
financial
lawyer?
Company. No, not a lawyer.
Oh, you mean
I
the
don't know
OnlyFans
exactly,
stuff?
But,
Well, that's
but I know
that's a lot of urine.
I know she made partner, and that was like a
It
really
is. I saw
big
it. Trust me,
Yeah.
it is,
You
yeah.
wouldn't lie about it.
No, I
so.
subscribed to it.
Yeah.
She got money from me.
$9.99.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know. But Clemmer's now. All I said to Clemmer was just there's going to be a day where you say something kind of dumb, and he's going to swoop in and take your head off.
And
You
it
can handle
happened, and it didn't matter, huh?
No, I'm saying now. Now that
Oh.
Clemmer kind of got some jabs in and won the fight, now Dave is going to be like, I'm going to take this guy down.
His radar is up. Next
Yeah.
time he slips up, he's gonna get fucking
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah, yeah. I mean, how many times has he
Yikes.
blogged in the last couple of weeks? Has he been active?
more the last few days.
We'll
Nate
pull it
probably
up.
answer that better.
Do you have the
pull it
numbers?
up.
Yeah, pull up while I talk
Pull
about
up, pull up,
Manscaped.
pull up.
Ooh, you love that.
Do you do Manscaped reads, Pat, or no?
We used to, yeah, but we haven't in a little while.
No?
We're pro Bush on our show.
I beg your pardon?
We're pro Bush on
Well,
our
it doesn't
show.
really help with the. Doesn't really help with my Manscaped read.
Well, I mean, we're open to change. So
Yeah.
I'd love to hear if there's maybe a 4.0 kind of lawnmower.
Well, there's
package I can
lawnmower
get.
4.0 trimmers, you know.
Yeah.
But when was your?
My last shave.
Well, when did you become suddenly so anti? Like you have like a full.
I'd show you if you'd like.
It's fine. That feels inappropriate.
I'm not anti. It's just I go through phases. I'll either take her all down.
Are you dyeing your hair right now?
I used sun in.
Yeah, what in the
that
Does
looks-
it look really
That
bad?
looks pretty bad.
Really?
It looks bad. It looks-
I don't think it
well,
looks
you look
that
like
bad.
you look like.
The red. Is
It
it
looks-
really red?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Let me see.
Yeah. No, it's like bronze.
your-
It's like a penny.
Hold on.
It's a.
Oh yeah, right here. I also used.
You look like Ron Howard in like season 4 of Happy Days.
Okay, I used Way volumizing spray today.
I don't know what that means.
Code about.
Well, we're doing a read right now, but yeah, that's fine. No, it's fine. We do this during read. So what are you saying? So you're saying what do you do? So what do
I
you?
need something.
You don't look like you put a lot of prep. Like you have a very natural look.
Go on.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you got the grays, which is good.
Thank
You should keep that.
Yeah.
So what do you put in that?
Way volumizing.
No, what's the red thing?
Oh, sunning.
Sunnin.
What
It's
is
like
that?
it's peroxide. So you do it and it's heat activated. So if you go in the sun, you spray it.
Like
and
the
then-
Brady Bunch episode. Okay, with Greg Brady. He did it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you do that, and then what else do you do?
Well, not really much for grooming, but for the bush,
Well.
I will do. Like I'll go through phases where I either have it become a bush, or I'll take everything down, or I'll like leave it trimmed. But I don't have anything to like maintain the length that I want for the trimming.
Okay. Is that
And that's called
Now
a
it's a
segue. That's called
segue.
a segue in the biz.
well? That's fine. Is that the current climate in the gay community, or is that your own choice?
Oh, I would say trimmed is the current climate for sure. There's
Okay.
definitely a community of people who have a bush. That's more of like a.
Is that like the
a
Bears
cake.
thing, or
Oh God, yeah, the Bears have bushes.
you're not a
for sure.
Bears guy, are you?
No, I'm not a Bears
No,
guy.
no. Joey's kind of a bear, isn't he?
Kind of. Joey
he-
was on
is
the
he-
cover of Bear
Oh, that's
magazine
right.
in 2008. Have you ever seen that photo?
I have not.
Oh, talk about a spread. Literally.
So if he doesn't shave out, like if he didn't shave for a day, what does it look like? Here, I'm saying.
Joey?
Yeah, like
It's large.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a
not
horrible
large,
way to
but-
go through life.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I want to show you him on Bear magazine.
Well, I'd go on your show, but he won't. I talk too much, John. See, another guy who hates me. It's like unbelievable.
I don't think.
The lawn, it's fine. Lawnmower 4.0, advanced skin-safe technology, reduces nicks and cuts to make raking the leaves. I got it a lot less painful. Performance Package 4.0 caps off with 2 free gifts: the Manscaped boxers and the Shed travel bag. All right, bringing the fall correctly. Get 20%, 20 off and free shipping with code Minahan, M-I-N-I-H-A-N-E, at manscaped.com. Does your brother-in-law do that?
Manscaped?
Yeah.
That's
Is he a
my
trimmer?
sister.
You don't know.
I would imagine he seems kind of naturally smooth.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he really needs.
He was
but
very excited to see me.
like creepy excited.
No, but he was like, he had that look. He had like the 6 out of 10 minute, like kind of like.
Oh, he's an fan.
And he was like he was so excited to tell me that I was. And at the time, we were friends, unlike now.
We're friends still.
Not
Kirk.
after the betrayal, Pat. But
I didn't betray you.
John, who was worse? Who was more vigorous in their anti-Kirk? Would you say of the two?
I'd say Nate talked a lot more. but I'd say Nate started and talked a lot more. You definitely came in over the top and were like, yeah, he'd make your life
Because
hell.
Nate was talking so fucking loud behind me.
Did I
couldn't
not
help
say
but-
that I would love more Kirk content on the blog, and you would be great for that?
You did say that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Team Kirk.
I was gonna say I stood up for it. I think I tried to sway him. I don't know
When
if I
you went
did,
on
but-
the Minifans podcast,
Yeah.
you did have you did say like you threw me under the bus a little bit there and blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Yeah.
Manscaped.com. Manscaped.com. There you go. Code Minihane.
What do we
What-
think the body hair situation is for the Minifans? I feel like there's not a lot of trimming going on there.
No, that's a rough scene. That's a rough scene. Yeah. Well, hopefully they will start doing that. We haven't had Manscaped in a while, as you said.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll get back on it. But yeah, it's a tough scene. Tough scene. I think there's still stigma attached, which I think is incorrect.
Well, do you?
A stigma.
Yeah, I keep it. You know, I'm getting older. The problem with me now is I was saying the show. It says in the show yesterday is
Oh God.
was take it easy. But
Oh, my
the
Lord.
gray. See the grays there?
Yeah, oh, I
Yeah.
can't miss them.
Now that's what I'm saying. Now it's retreating south for the winter, and will eventually. I think I'll be old enough soon that there'll be no. Like you see, already hair is starting to fall out, and hair is here.
You're
and
really
it's-
revealing a lot to me today.
Oh, you
Kind of
enjoying it or no?
physically. Well, I don't know how I
It's,
feel
like it's
about
an
it.
older, sort of mature man to
mean,
lead you through.
We can talk. I mean, maybe I need a mentor.
You're too
of
tall.
some sort.
Yeah, I'm like
You
I
like
can date
tall
a guy
men?
I
taller
want like
than
a
me.
spinner, maybe someone like someone smaller. Someone. You
I don't
can
think I
kinda
could.
really-
I don't think I could date a man taller than me.
Same. You want? I don't want someone who could physically beat me out. That's
Right,
scary.
right. I always feel bad for guys who are like, well, how tall are you, Nate?
Here we go.
5'8".
5'8". 5'8" to me is the height. Like you'd be a different. If you were 6'2", you'd be a different person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Be a confident man.
I feel bad for guys that height because there are
Thank you.
very few girls, some who like short guys, but the one thing girls are always like, I can't date a short guy.
Yeah.
That's a tough stigma.
It's a
There's nothing you
plague.
can do about it.
Nothing.
Does it
How
hurt
tall
you?
is the
Nothing.
missus?
What's that?
Does it hurt you?
It doesn't hurt me.
Tall, about his.
I always say like thank God I got this job. Like what would I do? Just like never talk to a girl ever. if
Right.
Not for this job.
Yeah.
So,
now
yeah.
you're just killing it.
Yeah, crushing,
I
crushing
would
it out
imagine.
there.
I would
Kirk,
imagine.
yeah.
It must be endless.
They're lining up around
Oh,
the
I can
block
only
for,
imagine.
for Barstool Nate.
I can only imagine. I
Oh,
can only
edit that blog, Nate. I'm like, yeah.
Who was the most upset about your roast?
So the perception was Casey.
Well, she
And-
grabbed me right after. She was,
and-
I think, a little inebriated.
I think so. I take her
think-
I
side.
hope she pumped it out.
I take her side on.
her breast milk. If she was drinking and inebriated, you have to pump out the alcohol in the breast
And also pregnant. 6 months pregnant.
She is?
No, she's not.
Oh my God.
God.
She's-
Imagine you just
she is-
broke
she is-
that news.
She is not. She is not. Not to my knowledge.
No,
Anyway.
so I agreed with her reaction. Like if someone just randomly, nobody.
Well, that was
knew-
a ricochet shot.
Nobody knew that this whole thing was happening because we were told not to tell anybody anything. And so if you just randomly hear your name, it's like, wait, what?
I
think
wasn't
that's-
told. I wasn't told anything.
Nobody
was.
was.
I was like, I have one or two little jokes. I'm getting out of there.
I
They
was
went all in.
I was more nervous presenting the award. I was like, what do I say? And Caitlin was like, just say stuff into the mic about the award. I was like, I just found out about this 2.5 minutes ago. I have no idea.
Right.
Like, because Blattman told us not to say anything. So,
Are you saying you think Casey Smith doesn't work hard?
no, I'm saying like
that was
the
that,
question.
that was the
Yeah.
joke, wasn't
I'm
it?
saying I.
Well, the joke.
I
In your
agree
mind, the
with
joke
her.
wouldn't be funny if it was actually not. You know what I'm saying? It has to be true for that satire.
There's an
I
element
was
of
using
truth in
that
that
as
joke.
like a layup to parlay into that rest. I thought because like me
you
and Casey.
apologizing for this shot for the
No, not at all. I think people were like, "Oh, Casey was so mad." I was like, I think she just went like, what? Like that was weird. I don't think anybody.
Was that John? You're shaking your head like that's not true.
No, I was kind of agreeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was actually upset.
Right.
I think people like were miffed. Like, why was I haven't talked to any. Nobody has come up to me and been like, "I
Right.
wish you didn't do that," because then they would look like a huge pussy if they did.
But I figured it was just one joke, and then get out. I had a joke. I had a.
What was it?
I had a Liz Gonzalez joke that Dan
stole.
That Dan stole. I think.
But-
I think.
You got lucky as
I think
hell.
I think Nick wrote it for him. I think he.
You
told
got
me,
so
yeah.
lucky the guy died in the upper deck.
That was
then
big. That
you
was
got
big.
the
That was
two
big.
jokes
I had a
off.
K Marco thing
Yeah,
ready, but yeah.
that was
What was
great.
that one?
I forget. I was like, is that K Marco? No, he's dead already. Something like that.
Yeah.
But the joke I had for Liz Gonzalez, I was giving away best villain, and I was like, I think it was like I'm giving away best villain tonight. If you're looking to define a villain, I forget what it was. Basically, it was like when I heard Liz Gonzalez got into a car accident, I laughed. Then when I heard how serious it was, I laughed even harder. Yeah, just go and here we go, and then just get out. But then Dan had a good Liz Gonzalez show. It's like fuck.
Yeah. You
And
can't
then I
help
told
that.
Whitney said to me, Whitney said, "Can I do a dog collar joke?" And no.
Didn't someone do the dog collar
No,
joke?
Whitney did.
Whitney
Whitney said
did.
to me.
Whitney did. He
no.
said it should have been best video.
So yeah, it was. Whitney's like, I'm giving away best video. You have any ideas for a joke? I was like, well, you got to make like a Portnoy video joke.
Great.
He's like,
Yeah.
the whole night he's like, should I do it? Should I do it? And the joke he told was kind of a should I do it level kind of joke.
Yeah.
You think he should commit it harder?
Well, because he went in, he did the thing, and he's my buddy. But he did the thing where he's just again one of these guys who gets up and is like, I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity. I came here and it's just a great. I'm like, nobody wants to. People are paying. They don't want to fucking hear
Right.
that. To Nate's credit, that's he knew that.
Yeah, that was.
So there were a few people who but it was a fun night, except for the guy who died. What can you do?
He was just shit faced, right?
He
He
was
split his head open,
shit-faced and
right?
he fell down like
he was trying to
8.
balance on do dips in between two folding chairs, and then one went.
He just
and he bashed
fell
his head.
all the
Totally
way down.
bashed his head, right? Like shitload
Yeah.
of stitches, I guess.
Yeah, blood
fine.
everywhere. Yeah, good times though.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Do we have this place till noon? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Anything else? What else, John?
I got some interesting texts from Augustus this morning.
Oof.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell he.
This is one of these guys trying out for the producer job. Can you send him Augustus' number so he can be critical of me?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that'd be
And Pat
great.
as well. That would be helpful.
I'll say this: the For You tab on Twitter has allowed me to see more of your universe than I've ever seen, and so I see it every day now compared
Which
to.
means he's already looking for it, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's
It's like,
tailored.
it's like the time you would know this, but I'm sorry, Nate. It's like the time Colin, my producer, said when he goes to YouPorn or one of them, it
It shows
immediately is just
gay porn.
ass-eating videos all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know why it's doing that.
It knows
Yeah.
what you want.
Well, that's like Nate's algorithm.
My algorithm just shows
Yeah.
me gay porn on Twitter and the
Right.
Kirk Minahan show.
Very
It's the-
weird.
The
It's
tooth.
very strange.
I don't know how that's happening.
well, they're akin, I guess.
I'm getting my problem with porn now, as I've said, is the older I get, like the MILF scenes now, like
God.
they could be
young.
my daughters. Like
Yeah,
they have MILFs who are like 28. I'm like,
Do you?
what
Is
the
that your
fuck are we-
category?
But yeah, is
No?
that-
Growing up, I always like when I was younger, I would get plus 50 plus and 60 plus magazines.
Wow.
Like it was 50 plus. It was British, and it was all these older women. They were
What do you?
plus 50.
How old were you when you were getting these magazines?
I was like 16 or 17.
You would get if you were into the 50.
So think about this now. I think of this way, Pat.
Yeah.
Those women now are in their 90s.
Would
And they're
you
just
still-
walking around somewhere, 92 years old, being wheeled. And 30 years ago, Kirk Minahan was in his bathroom, hoping his mom was just fucking jerking off to these women.
What was the trade? Like how you walked into a gas station? They would,
Well, like there was it's funny. There was like a little magazine store in Lexington, and they had the section over on the corner. And the guy, if you had the right guy,
You were a regular.
yeah, if you had the right guy, he wouldn't ask you how old you were. You had to be that guy though, and I think his name was Wayne.
He goes, yeah, just show me.
Wait,
What about
when you
Wayne?
look back on it, you're like Wayne
Yeah.
had some stuff.
Hey, which one do you like, kiddo?
Yeah.
What about
Whatever.
this scene?
Listen, no
And then he
rules.
put his priest collar on and went down to fucking the parish.
And that was, and I'm like, and I was like, Playboy should pass around your friends. This one, I was like, I know nobody wants this fucking thing, so I kept it up. Like I had a hiding place for it.
You were embarrassed by it.
Well, I knew it was taboo.
And now
But
you
that's
still
what, that's what
do-
that's what turned me on though.
and the MILF still
That's
turned you on.
interesting.
But the problem is now I'm 50. The MILFs are like, my mom.
the
if she were
MILFs are
alive,
too young.
my mom would be 75. Like her friends would be in their 80s.
But I think it's
But
more
I don't.
storyline.
But yeah, you're right. But that's the thing. I can still put myself in the mind of the neighbor who goes over to Brandy Love's house.
Oh, Brandy Love. Was she ever on your show?
Yeah, she hates me. She hates me
Why?
because we had her on, and it turned out she's super conservative,
Oh, like beyond.
and she got mad that I liked Bruce Springsteen.
What?
Because he's liberal, and she blocked everybody in the Minuteman world.
Oh yeah. So
She went on a blocking spree. We had her on a couple of times. She did the video for us on one of the live shows.
I love her.
We were trying to get her and Blind Mike to do a scene together. A
Sex
blind
scene.
Yeah.
Would he do it?
Yeah, he would have done it for the money. Yeah, he would have done it.
You
Yeah.
think Blind Mike would have fucked on camera for the money?
Yeah, I think so.
How much money?
We're trying to negotiate that. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, I was like, is it 5K or is it
Gives
100K?
to Miltons.
Bag Brandy.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe that's
so-
your first role as co-producer.
Maybe so.
Well, he doesn't want the job, Nate. We know that.
I mean, he is a coward.
He's using you as an excuse.
Yeah.
Correct.
An excuse. So Augustus, he's a weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo.
They're telling me we gotta get out of here in a minute, but let me
Who's
get
that? Out of curiosity.
control room. Rubbing is racing. Has the 12 o'clock spot.
Which one's that? Is that
It's
large?
Large and Spider.
Isn't that the one where Alex tried to kick them out?
I think so, maybe.
I heard sources told me that they.
Oh,
somebody-
you heard about the bathroom talk?
Yeah,
What was the
Nate, I
bathroom
had to
talk?
hear it all.
Hold on, what
I
was
hear
the
it all.
bathroom
People
talk?
tell me things they're afraid.
Because you talked to Jeff D. Lowe all the time.
That was not Jeff D. Lowe. Was not my
Really?
source on that. He was not my source on that.
Really?
I have a better. Well, he's probably a good.
I would say
source.
there's no better source than Jeff D. Lowe.
He can be good. He can be good. I don't reveal my
He
sources.
can be good. What was the bathroom talk?
They were Large's wife, who I'd never met until Boston.
She's awesome too.
Yeah, she's great.
great woman, very nice. Large and I used to not like each other, as you know.
I know, yeah.
But now I think we get along fine.
Yeah, Large loves you.
She went to the bathroom, I think Mrs. Large, and the late Mean Girls, Annie, and the late Mean Girls were talking about how they want to take over.
Yeah.
Rubbing his.
They were planning a coup.
Yeah.
In that
Annie
bathroom.
heard this?
Yes.
And she heard all of it.
No, Annie was dressed as a geisha at the time.
Yeah.
Correct.
What I remember.
Yes, I think so. So yeah, so that happened. So you gotta kick us out? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah. So if we want to, we can go to the radio room.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I figured you were doing Barstool Radio too.
I don't know if I am or not.
Oh, that's
I told
at noon.
Kevin
I
could
think they
do
want
it.
you.
Oh,
on.
definitely.
We'll see. The Kirk Manning Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. These shows usually 2.5 hours. That's a problem today, John.
We could do 3 more hours of this.
That'd be great.
The fellas chopping it up.
Yeah, boy, you should go get lunch. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Kirk10. You go online. You a therapy guy, Pat? Nate?
Yeah,
you
I
look
use
like a therapy guy.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm in a good mindset now.
You should consider it. Even if you're in a good mindset to sort of
You
keep
know,
it
that's a good
going.
point. They say it doesn't even matter because it's only
What are you
helpful.
talking? Do you have a parent who's ashamed of you or no?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, not because of the gay, just because of who you are. I'm saying.
Just because of my general demeanor, I would
The
say.
hair dye,
attitude
The
sun
towards
in.
life.
the hair. Yeah, I
The
understand
hair.
that. Yeah. Do you go to therapy?
I do
Do you?
BetterHelp. Yeah.
You do? Oh, you use
It's
BetterHelp.
actually it's a benefit we have here at Barstool.
That's true. That is right.
That's right.
Pat uses it. BetterHelp.com. Did you first one you stuck with, or have you moved on? 'Cause you can
I
do
moved
that.
to I've gone through 3.
That's
and
totally
I've-
natural.
I've
That's not
finally found
unusual. I've had the same therapist now for 36 years.
one. Have you really?
Yeah.
36 years?
36
Is
years.
it a guy or a
We're
girl?
gonna crack it. I think eventually we're gonna.
I was going to say,
It seems to be working.
This the worst therapist of all time, or what?
Yeah, well, it just comes down to we do this, we do that, and he's like, yeah, it's because your dad I'm like, yep, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Your dad what?
Well, it just wasn't. He was.
Let's work through it now.
Well, no, it's fine. It was my dad was tough with positive reinforcement.
Got it.
Never told me he's proud of me. So now I tell my kids how proud I'm all the time to the point where it's smothering and they're almost. I think
Are you the dad that cried wolf? Like you're just proud of everything they
everything.
do?
Is your
Cry
dad
all the
alive
time.
still?
No, both my parents are dead. They
So-
died 7 weeks apart.
Oh my God.
2017, both died of cancer.
That's
Yeah.
why you're so rich.
Would it mean anything
true.
if I told you I was proud of you?
Not really.
All right. I tried.
Of what?
I don't know.
You're fucking trying to bury me.
I'm trying to give you what your father didn't.
I mean, you're never gonna be a dad.
I know.
Wow.
Well, not really. I mean,
I
don't
mean,
adopt
it
one.
would be like a fake dad.
Yeah,
like,
let's fly over there and bring
well,
it back.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have like a designer baby. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
pick
yeah.
out, like,
Yeah.
I want like green hair. Like.
I think you'd actually be. You're a good guy. 'Cause my daughter's adopted. I think you would be. I think you would be a good guy.
Thank you.
Good. I think you would be a good. Do you want to be a dad or no?
I don't know. It seems like it seems
Better chance than
expensive.
him, I think.
It seems expensive. It seems
Well,
expensive.
With a woman, right? Yeah.
I was gonna let him adopt a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there's no chance.
I have thought about, do I sleep with a woman and get her pregnant just to like trap her? That way I can have a baby.
Like Kate did with her husband, the gay guy, right?
Kate, who?
Barstool Kate.
Beav is gay?
Oh, please.
Is
Wait,
he?
Oh my God.
I mean, you're
I've heard-
shouldn't you know?
If the Beav?
Can't you sniff that stuff out?
No, he's
No,
never
I have
done
no.
that to
I
me.
have no idea.
I've definitely sniffed stuff with Beav, but it's not that.
Not that. Well,
No.
okay, there you go.
It's true.
Long way of saying BETTERHELP.com/Kirk10, BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. John, anything you want to say to the Minifans out there? They love you. I mean, maybe not so much of today,
Oh.
but they love you.
I love you guys. Sorry I couldn't get a podcast room for longer. I'm kind of.
Are you ready to take
the
the inevitable beating you're going to take at some point down the line?
Yeah,
for something?
absolutely.
You're okay.
It's going to happen. It might be today. I think the volume was maybe too low, so I might be
They're
hearing
going to
that.
blame. They'll blame bar. That is like a bar stool. I don't know why. Whenever we're in this room, it doesn't.
I'll tweet.
sound-
I'll tweet out the individual names of the control
Good.
room people.
Good.
Yes.
So
Good.
I'm
they
surprised
know
you're able
who
to
blame.
get a room.
Well,
This
we got-
fucking, you should see the fucking hoops you have to jump through to reserve a room at this
It's
company.
insane.
It's like,
We-
it takes like a week to get an hour room here.
Really?
Oh, my
Every time I'm
God.
here, they give me a room.
Well,
Maybe
this
they're
is
scared of
special.
You got some power.
I don't think so. I'm just like anybody else. But anyway, so anyone want to promote Pat? Go ahead. Out and About?
We Out and About podcast every
Which
Wednesday.
I originally
and
called,
Friday.
if you remember, In and Out.
It was called In and Out.
Which I called it originally, which I think is a better name, honestly.
That's the
I-
Pixar
I still
movie.
think
I still think it's a better name.
Well, you should come on the show today, I think.
You
I
were-
would do it,
if
but
you're-
if Joey's going to be...
No, you have to confront
diva,
Joey.
To confront about what? We get along great.
I think you have to.
What are we
going
going
to
to talk about?
Whatever.
Gay
We
stuff?
can talk about your Manscaped, Ing. Maybe we can
mean,
give you a look. We
Yeah.
need to do something
You're
with
gonna
that hair.
It's over.
No, it's not over. You've
It's over.
given up.
I think
that.
I'm in good shape for a guy.
I think you're. How old are you?
I'll be 50 next year.
You'll be 50. So you and Joey are like the same age almost.
How old's Joey?
45.
Does he really?
Yeah.
He looks good for that age.
Oh.
He's in good shape.
He wears a lot of makeup.
Yeah, that
lot of
helps.
makeup.
He's
We
got a
have
good
live
face.
shows in
Yeah,
Philly.
go
Is
ahead.
still tickets available. Tampa is still tickets available, and Jersey. Those are the 3 that are left. So make sure you get those. Link in my bio or Joey's to get tickets.
Okay, Jesus, that's more than I've ever promoted my show ever on my show. You have nothing to promote. I assume.
Zero. Literally
Zero.
nothing.
Cracking
Lit-
Aces is canceled.
Yeah, I self-canceled a podcast nobody listened to.
Right? Was anybody listening to it?
We actually did
You did
fine.
well?
Fi-
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
There's
not
a
saying
base for
well. Yeah.
There's a base for. I'm not a.
Yeah.
I don't have a poker mind, but that's
Yeah, no,
okay.
it was
okay.
fun. Well, it was 2 years, good
Yeah.
times.
Are you
Dave-
doing trivia this year?
Me, Elio, who's Dave's gambling buddy, and Dukes, who is a delight. I don't know
Okay.
if you know Dukes. He's the one who couldn't do the interview at the lacrosse game. Very funny.
Oh
kid.
yes.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Pat, I owe him.
So yeah, your title's safe.
I owe you a ring, by the way.
I know from the trivia. I was a very
Carabas
important
last
part.
week. We owe you, you're still part of the original team or
Thank
whatever.
you.
Pat was on my team for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never answered a question.
I didn't answer. a
He actually
single
did not
question.
answer a single
He's
question.
just out to get you, I think.
No,
I
I
never
got
thought of it
one
now.
celebrity
Yeah.
mashup once.
That's true. You did.
Yeah.
You did.
It was
You
like
did.
Nicole Kidman and I think James Corden.
I think you're right. But Pat was a good glue. He was a good like chemistry guy. I was loyal. That's the other guy. I was. You know, how loyal I was to this guy. At
That you
trivia?
lost
I
in
know.
trivia to
I
keep
know.
him
I
on the
was
team.
loyal. The thing I care about the most. The only reason I'm re-signing this dumb company.
You're thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe I saved you from John Rich.
I'm starting to
No,
wonder.
come on.
I'm starting to wonder. You like John Rich? Though. You're
I
hanging
like
out with
John
him?
Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he one of your guys? One of your crew here?
John Rich is one of. I don't really have a crew. I don't like
Okay.
a crew of guys to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Not in this office.
All right, we'll let these guys do their thing. So we're back Friday afternoon.
Here?
The kid, no. I'll be
Why
here.
are you in town?
I'm doing stuff here, and I'm doing the thing with Frankie tomorrow, the golf thing.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. That'll be fun. And the Ryder Cup is awesome. It was great.
When's that come out?
Monday, I think.
That's when you made someone cry?
Yeah, I made somebody cry. Yeah.
Can't believe you have a perception.
Well, this person who's supposed to be a comedian is.
Are we allowed to say
Got to
it?
get a little. Well, the show. You think we
Okay.
kept it? Yeah. I think this person needs to get a little tougher. I would say. Though I like him.
Emotional guy.
Yeah, he's an emotional guy. What was I going to say? Something else. We're back Friday at the studios with Coleman producing.
Oh, no way. Jack Coleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that his name,
Laid
Jack
off.
Coleman?
He was.
Yeah. What's that face for?
Portly fella.
I'm getting
You-
blown up by the control room.
Oh.
I know. I'm not making it a
So,
huge-
or-
I'm
this is a
rolling my-
test. This
I'm
is a
rolling my eyes
producer
at my
test.
phone. I'm rolling my eyes at my phone.
Yell
I
at
can't
them.
believe
Who is
they-
Large and Spider in here now? Well, Spider's in
Yeah,
Chicago.
I
right?
believe it's just large.
Okay, we'll let him do a show. I'm not here to step on anybody's toes. It's fine.
No,
I like Large. All right, go, John. I'll see you whenever. Reach out, whatever. Pat, good luck.
Thank you.
Nate, thank you for coming in, taking your beating. All right, so we're here Friday with whoever Coleman is. I don't know who that is. Jack
Coleman.
Coleman.
Very nice guy.
He'll be
The
good.
BC guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll do a good job.
Super young,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
hard worker, good guy.
Well, get working on getting, shitting on him, Pat. Shitting on me.
He can take it, I think,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, we'll find out.
Because he got destroyed on the rundown. Didn't he fuck up the rundown big time?
He almost got Francis fired.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
He got him kicked off Fox News.
Oh, that was him. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. All right, that's good. Thank you for that. All right, we'll talk to you Friday. Goodbye.